$300. What's the deal? It's your folks, Shaka. Wanted to share my thoughts with y'all real quick. So yeah, I wanted to talk about a video that was sent to me featuring Nique and her child's father, King Kaiser. The individual that sent me this information, they wanted me to answer a few questions, which I will address in the video. And they just wanted my overall thoughts about what I thought. And so that's why I'm making the video today. I also caught a scene in the clip that I thought was a good backdrop to share a greater message. And so just getting into it, I thought that it was real cool. They had pulled up to the table to reconcile with each other, kind of dispel rumors and get, various different things off of their chest. Okay, I thought it was a good look for them, considering their followers more than likely get information from various different places. And so for them to come up front and kind of give them a better understanding of what's really going on with their whole co-parenting situation, I thought that was real cool. Now, I was asked by the individual if I thought that they were kind of like doing these video things for like clout. I don't really think it's for clout, okay? That they're kind of like coming together, doing a little material or whatever, considering the lane that they are in, also considering their association and affiliation, okay? I don't really think it's for clout. However, it could affect the dude King, if anything. And I'll go ahead and break that down later on in the video. Y'all just stay tuned. But outside of that, the alarming part about this video, okay, and what really stood out, they got to speaking about life, all right? And what I noticed was when Nique started turning up on like the questions about his goals and things like that, just listening to him, I got the impression that this dude has no idea what he want to do with himself. This is a man that has not found himself at all right? And, you expect that for him being a 26-year-old, but, you're kind of looking at it sideways if you're a potential top tier or a top tier man and would never find yourself in such a situation like his when you take into account this dude got 3 kids, all right? He got 2 here, and I believe he has 1 on the way. And he's kind of sitting up here acting like he don't have a clue, of what he wants to do with his life, all right? And like I tell y'all, man, just using this as a backdrop, okay, his situation, because it's not technically about him, it's about the example. Look, man, when you are in a situation like he is, and you're staying with a woman that you've had these children by, another thing that you got to deal with on average is a lot of disrespect, man, because the woman does not respect you, all right? You're sitting up in the house pretty much stationed as a sperm donor, okay, at that position, because, look, man, the only way a man can provide for a woman and his family, okay, and things of that nature, is when he has actually found himself, okay? And he do know what he want to do with his life. He do have a good idea of the direction that he want to go. That's the only way he can lead a family, all right? And if he's not capable of doing that, the woman, again, she might love him, she might care about him, put up with him or whatever, but she's not going to respect him, all right? That's what a dude like him is dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Because when you kind of look at his situation, he's not really a man to respect, And see, so-called black men have to really know this, because it's not really talked about enough. Because to be real with you, man, this is a real thing going on with so-called black men. Way too often, man, so-called black men, and I'm not worried of talking about other men right now, way too often so-called black men, okay, we'll have a baby before we'll have anything else. An understanding on life, finances, what it means to be a man, whatever, okay? We'll have a baby before any of those things, and we'll continue to have them a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? Like this dude is. Not realizing, because I thought just looking at him kind of talk like this, I thought this dude was the most delusional person ever, just kind of like looking at him talk like this, because he was talking and acting like, you know, he had all the time in the world, in all the space as well. You know what I'm saying? You know, meanwhile, you just thinking to yourself, this dude got 3 kids. You know what I'm saying? And that is not where you want to be in life, man. All right? You know, a lot of times that does contribute to single mother homes. Because a lot of you dudes, man, y'all make these type of mistakes at young ages, and you ain't found yourself. Okay? And so what happens is you end up feeling trapped. And if you don't just leave, you end up being the least valuable male in that situation, which does nothing for the women, the children, nobody for real, including yourself, man. You know, and so that's why I really wanted to really speak on this video. Just seeing that was just like, wow. And another question that the individual asked me was if I thought, based on looking at the video, if Nique was over him. I mean, I kind of already thought that she was over him for real, in my opinion, but yeah, that definitely confirmed it. You know what I'm saying? Because when you listen to the probing questions that she was asking him, you know what I'm saying, she was trying to figure out where he's at. And in my opinion, I bet you she got the impression, you know, this nigga ain't really changed for real. You know, we cool, but you know, I'm glad I did the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Because the truth of the matter is, had they not broken up, you know, I guarantee she's kind of looking at it like, dang, this is what I would have ended up with. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm sure that she's thinking to herself, yeah, I made the right decision or whatever. And so, yeah, man, and just moving back to them kind of like doing work together, you know, that can end up being bad news for him. Because like I told y'all, oftentimes, the woman, she is oftentimes comparing herself to other women. All right? And so if her and Nique is kind of kicking it around, and she kind of look up seeing where Nique is in her relationship, you know, which Nique is kind of dealing with a dude. He got some things going on in his life. You know, this dude, Dwayne, kind of seems like he's a lot more confident about the direction he wants to go with her, Nique, and everything. She start, you know, comparing their relationship to theirs. You did. And she'll start asking this dude Kaiser questions like, what's going on, man? You know? And so, yeah, and I think also that just ending on the note, I think another thing is, I'm not saying that this is the case, but I don't think Nique really got a problem with kind of like kicking it around with them, because it makes it very easy for y'all to see the comparison up close and personal. Okay? Very easy, because they are right there. And so, you know, it's kind of a way for her to say, look where I'm at and look where they at. I ain't got nothing to be worried about. I can pull up and kick it with them and kind of see if we can get something popping or whatever, and kind of go home to my situation that's a winning situation. You know what I'm saying? And so, that's what I would say. But yeah, man, that is definitely not where you want to be as a man. Okay? If you're a man out there, you did. And so I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there, man. Y'all comment below, like this information, hit that sub button and that bell. We dropping shit y'all like. It's 300.